I am back. I am back. Right, let's see. Back into the group. Technology is good when it works, isn't it? Oh, there we go. I can see me now. I can see me now. Right, okay. Let's see if anybody comes back on. It's a bit annoying when the Wi-Fi. Hiya! Hello, hello. Hopefully this one will be better. What a palaver. What a palaver. Right, okay. So, we're going to need some basic white. Oh, I don't like it when things don't go to plan. Freaks me out a little bit. And I have got thick basic white as well for the card bases. So if you are crafting along, all you need, hi Jane, all you need is an A4 sheet. You need a stamp set. We're not using any dies today, but I'll show you examples of the dies. If you've got other stamp sets that have little background images and things like that, that's quite good. So like this one, this is good for filling in little white space. And you're going to need a whole array of colours of ink. So I am using all these today. Ta-da! So they're nice. Right, let me quickly show you some cards. So this is a little card that I made after stamping one background. So it was a C6 card just cut in half. There was another one. If you want to get more out of your sheet. And I did do some photocopier paper. I made them into little envelopes on the envelope punch board. Here's a bigger card that I'd done in a previous live on my other channel. And I'd put some gold embossed effect on there. This one I cut into panels. So we're going to do that today. We're going to do this and something like this, but no embossing because that takes a bit too long. These are some cards that I made using the paper that matches and the dies. This is a gorgeous die. Carol, I know you've done a few cards with the dies and stuff, honey, that are really pretty. A little tag. What happens with me is I tend to find a stamp set and I just overplay and overplay. But there's so much you can do. And the whole point is you want to play with it. You want to be able to play with your goodies. I did do some other cards with some vellum, but silly me put them in the cello bags before letting the ink dry and they went all smoosh. So I'll need to redo them, but that's a little idea as well. You can emboss onto some vellum too. It's quite pretty. Hi Tracy, hi Sheena. Thanks everybody for popping on. If anybody needs to dash off, all the videos are always saved in the group. Right, so are we ready? So I am going to start with these stamps. I don't know if you can see, they're two-stage stamp. So you can stamp the background colour and then a darker colour on top. So we've got the leaves and we've got the hollies there. And you're thinking, oh, what can you make with that? You'd be amazed at what you can make. So I'm going to start off with garden green and shaded spruce. Hi Kylie. Okay, so on our stamp pads there is a little thing on the back you can peel off to put inside so that you remember what colour's what. But I've got the two names to the front of me, so hopefully I'll stamp them the right way. And this is when you're going to get really inky. So have a little chamois or a little sponge to the side so you can clean off your stamps and what have you. Right, so, can't believe it's Friday already, ladies and gents. Right, I'm going to start with the big stamp. So there is the background colour, there is the top one. Right, okay, let's get a block. You could do this with any stamp set. Any stamp set that you have. I was actually going to try and change the colours up. Oh, do you have it as well, Jackie? That's great. I was going to try and change the colours up, but I'm just going to stick with traditional. Right, so what I'm going to do, because this is a juicy pad, and I'm going to see, I've got it all over me already. I'm just going to take the ink pad to the stamp. Look at that. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to start kind of like in the centre. And I am just going to stamp a little circle of holly leaves. These are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. You can buy them together with the dies and save 10% as well, which is good. But there is a full suite of it as well. Ta-da! 5 gorgeous holly leaves, and then we're going to stamp the top layer on now. Squeak, squeak, squeak while I clean my stamps. I always try to clean and put away my stamps straight away because they're sticky and you don't want them sticking to anything. Right, so I'm going to lift this one up. I'm going to pop the garden green away. I'm finished with that now. And there's no right or wrong way to do this, folks. It's just a case of having a play. And you might think once you've done your stamping, oh, it doesn't look very nice, or but trust me, when you cut it up, you could get a totally different look. So there we go, we've stamped a darker shade on that garden green. So this is shaded spruce. Whoops. You can even use the one colour of stamp, one colour of ink. What you would do is stamp off and then stamp it for the background, and it gives you a lighter tone of that colour. And then you could just do a normal stamp on the top. So don't worry if you don't have lots of different shades of stuff, you can just use the one colour. And it's called first and second and third generation stamping. And you could get up to 3 different colours from the one ink, which is good. There we go. Now these greens are always, 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 always very easy to get all over you. Right, now I'm going to come in with the smaller of the holly leaves. She says, can't remember how these went on. Like that, yep. So there's the smaller one, and there's the top layer. This one I am going to stamp in crumb cake and soft suede. So this is a bit faded, but it's like a beige type colour. It's quite nice. And again, I'll do the lighter one on the bottom and the darker one on the top. There we go. My pads are quite dirty because I never seem to give them a good cleaning off. Right, so just randomly, hi Diane, randomly stamping the lighter coloured holly leaf. And like I say, there's no right or wrong way to do this. Like so. Oops. Anywhere else? Should I put it anywhere else? No, I think that will do. Because I do have other little stamps for the infill section, so that would be nice as well. Okay, so I'm going to close this up. You can make wreath designs and what have you as well. I've never been very good at doing wreaths because I can't seem to get everything symmetrical, and then it would annoy my OCD-ness. So I just go for messy stamping like this. These do marry up exactly, but I don't worry about doing that. I think it looks nicer when there's a little bit of a offset with the stamps. Just gives it a little bit look of a dimension, I think. There we go. So that's those ones done. And it does help if you have a wee think about what colours you're going to use. Right, let's get these tones away. And now we're going on to the red. Now this is where things can get messy. Let me just try and wipe my hands a little bit. Look. Damn it. Right, so we have the smallest of the image stamps. So this is a little holly berries and the shading stamp that goes on the top. I'm just going to pop my glasses on. So going for real red. And we just need a little stamping block for this one. I need to give these a wash as well. Right, so, oops. Now I'm going to show you quickly what I mean by the first, second and third generation. So there's stamp 1, stamp 2 and stamp 3. And you can see there's three shades from the one. I do need to re-ink my red, but I keep forgetting. So again, you're just popping these anywhere that you see fit, and there is a certain way that it does marry up with the second stamp. I'll show you that in a wee second. Give us a little thumbs up if you like the traditional festive colours that I'm using. I think they're adorable. Lovely. Because our reds are so so in your face, they do stain the stamps, but once you've cleaned them, that doesn't transfer over to other images, other stamping or anything like that, so don't worry about that. Right, this one now. Oh, thank you. Right, so we need the other red, don't we, which is cherry cobbler. So I'm putting all these away as I do it. And I thought with this one, for the little infill stamps, I thought about chucking some Night of Navy dark blue in. We'll see how that looks, as well as some black. Right, so all you do is marry up that. That one's a little bit squint, but it doesn't matter. You can do this really quickly, or you can take your time and do it more precise. But I think when you're just having fun and stamping, it makes it look more interesting, I think. Right. Look at that. I'll give you a wee close-up in a second. So it's almost like it does the colouring and all the shadows for you with that second stamp. Carol loved playing with it. Your cards were gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous, so they were. Right, get that away. I'm going to wash off the red. I like that squeaky noise. So satisfying. Right, so I can pop this stamp set away because that's done for the minute. Now this doesn't need to be Christmas cards. It could be for December birthdays or anything like that. Right, so let's see now. Let's go with this one. So this is Painted Poppies, and there's two kind of splatter stamps. So let's use the big one first, and we will use that with the Night of Navy, which is here. Put that to the side so I don't lose it. And again, you can test it out to see how dark or light you want it. What I tend to do is I will come in with the strong colour and then I'll stamp off in other areas, just kind of fill in the gaps without stamping over too much of the image, if you know what I mean, like so. I think we'll do one up here and then a little splodge here. So it's starting to come together. It's starting to come together. And at this stage, if you want, you could do some embossing on it. But we'll not do that today because it takes a wee bit too long. Right, now for my final Stampin' Touch, I want to add in some black. Right, so let's see. Again, look at that, you're getting almost like a black shade and you're almost getting kind of like grey shades as well. So I'm just going to stamp in the middle. This is so much fun, guys, honestly. And I've got one more stamp that I want to use, which is little, that's it, that'll do with that, is the little dots from the Colour and Contour stamp set. Okay. Before we know it, it'll almost be time to make some, hi Steph, make some Remembrance Day cards and what have you. Right, what was I going to do there? One last one. So I'm going to take, you can tell I use this a lot, look. I think I will go and grab a grey. I thought I had grey. Or maybe I should do Old Olive actually, just to mix it up a little bit. Right, let's test this out first actually, to see if the colours will be okay. I think they would be a nice addition. Oh bless. I think we're all having issues, Steph, with what do you call it, honey, with Wi-Fi and what have you this morning. I don't know what was going on. Oops, I'm stamping on my actual ink pad there. Fab. Ta-da! Look how busy that is. But watch. Watch what we're going to do. Let me clean that stamp. Lovely jubbly. You could cut this up and make bookmarks if you want. You can make little Christmas tags. Anything that you're needing. Right, let me pop all that away just now so that I can get my trimmer out. Right. Oh, thank you. You're so kind. So kind. Right, what did I say I needed? A trimmer. Got mine here. Right, let me cut some card bases first, folks. So we're going to do 4 cards. So all I'm going to do is 2 bits of my thick white card. And all I'm going to do is trim it at 4 1/8 of an inch. Not trim it, cut it right down the middle. Like so. I find if you do tent-fold cards, it's easier to take photographs of them, which I have to do a lot because obviously I need to promote things that I'm making. So, right, so you'll need a wee bone folder. You can fold it in half, or if you have this trimmer, you can just use that as a guide, like so. Ta-da! 1. Oh look, she's got inkiness on it, but it's fine. You know what I'll do? I'll just turn it the other way. Right, 1 card. 2 cards. Let me use the heel of my hand rather than my inky fingers. What's everybody's plans today then? It is going to be a roaster. It is so warm. I was sitting outside with a cuppa this morning. And I think it was about 7:45 and the sun was actually, felt like it was burning the side of my face. And my dogs are in the bad boots because I caught them digging a humongous hole trying to get through the neighbour's garden. They are so naughty. Right, okay, 4 card bases. Now to cut this in half, we go again down the 4 1/8. Okay, and then we're going to cut this in half. And it works out just a smidgen under 5 7/8. Kids are in the pool and we're sat outside. Oh, brilliant. I love the sun in the morning more than I do in the afternoon. Right, okay. So here we have 4 card fronts. So you can keep it really simple. Place that on top of your card. Whoops. Stick it on. And there you have 1 card. So we'll do that with this one. You might need to take a tiny slither off. It depends how accurate you've been with your cutting up your sheet. You can make frames with this. Jackie's going to be in the pool when grandkids arrive. Oh, I'm so jealous. Have fun, have fun. I couldn't have a pool. My dogs would be in and out it, and it would all be all hairy and what have you. Right, I'm just going to trim this off because I must have cut it slightly on the wonk. So there is 1 card front. Ta-da! Another card. So this one opens like so. What I also done was I done one that opens with the image at the top and the blank space at the bottom. So I'm going to stick that on, and then the other ones I will cut up so that they're more, they're like the other cards I showed you there. Right, so I'm going to line up the heavy stamped side to the card first. And that one is perfect. Okay, so that's 2 cards. We'll stamp the sentiment on in a wee while. This one I am going to cut this up. Now this measures 5 7/8, so 1 1/2, 1 1/2, and 1 1/2 I think, if I cut that down to. Right, I'm just going to trim this down to 3 7/8 so that there's an 1/8 of an inch gap around the card, like so. And then we're going to cut, cut and cut. This is a bit I always kind of get on the wonk. I'm not too worried about getting measurements spot on because life would be too boring and too stressful if you were trying to do that. Right, so let me show you what I mean. So we're going to pop that on there, that one on there, and that one on there, and I'm going to just gauge how much room I have. And then I'm just going to make this one ever so slightly shorter. And that one will go up the top. Ta-da! Fab. Right, let's do that one first, and then the last card that we'll do will be the little, what do you call it? The little squares. However, what would be good as well, if you were to die cut out and then layer it up with a circle, that would look really pretty too. Or a rectangle, or anything you like. If you want this to pop more, you can put a background on it. But for this morning, I'm going to leave it nice and clean. Right, so I'm just gauging gaps, etc. Is that, can you hear my fan, guys? Hopefully my voice is overpowering it. I don't want you to get annoyed at the noise, but it's so warm in here. Oh, that's great, there's 10 watching. What a great way to spend Friday morning. Getting our craft on. Right, pokey tool. I did have it out. Where is it gone? Where did it go? So, let me get my take your pick tool actually. So I find this really easy. You just poke it on your pads and wick it off like that. Hi Suzanne, how are you? Hope you're well. Right, remember and try and pop these down in the right order so that the image is flowing through. Trust me, I've done that before and put things on upside down and the wrong way round. Right, so let's see. Da, 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 da. How are you after your fantastic demo on the TV yesterday? You were amazing. 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 Right. Okay, so again, I'm just popping them down. These are quite nice. It's quite a nice effect. You can never have too much foam dimensionals. Did anybody notice I went festive colours for my nails? Oh, goodness me. Right. Oh, see? Nearly put it on the wrong way. So again, just marry that up. And then we've got the small one at the top. You could go with proper measurements and stuff. Jackie says she wants to get this set out now. Well, as long as you share what you make in the group, let us all see. You've got to get your craft on. And share. Right. Ta-da! I remember the last one of these I done, it was maybe over a year ago, and I used a beautiful floral stamp, and it was really pretty. Right, good. Does everybody see that? Jackie is going to share. So you're accountable now, honey. You need to go and get your craft on. Brilliant. Right, okay, now this one, what colour would you like me to layer up the little squares on? This one I done in black. Oh, hang on a second, that's a postman. 2 seconds. Sorry about that, guys. What colour would you like me to layer up these little squares? I'm thinking maybe Night of Navy for the blue. What do you think? Where is my Night of Navy? So here's the Night of Navy here. So it'd be layered up like so. I think the blue would be quite nice. Something different. Oh, red. Right, I go with the first comment, so I will do real red. Thank you, Carol. No, that's Poppy Parade red. Where's my real red? So many, let me show you. Here's all my like kind of red tones and purples. Oh, and I am short on card. I need to have at least a packet and a half in each of those envelope sleeves. Right, here's the real red. Okay, so I've always got scrap bits in at the back. Right, so what we want to do, this card I done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and these were 1.5 inches. So maybe if I were to do, I'm just trying to think because there's quite a lot of gap in there. I'll try and bring it in a bit better. If I do 1, and I could always trim them down if it goes all Pete Tong. You would have went for red too. Brilliant. You're worse than me, Carol saying. Oh, bless. So I'll do 1 5/8. Let me cut it to this side actually. So 1 5/8 is the line in between the half and the quarter. Like so. Okay, discard that bit out the way. So 1 5/8. 1, 2, and 3. Right, so I'm going to pop them in order. So top, middle, bottom on the left. And this one's the right hand side. Hi Barbara, how are you? So 1 and 5/8, there's the first one. Which means our layers need to be 1 3/4. Just so there's a wee tiny border. Right, so top, middle, bottom. Okay, so that's how I keep them in order so I don't get them all higgledy-piggledy muddled up. Right, we want 1 3/4 and we need 6. Make sure that's lined up. Yep. Right, hang on. I think I'm using my trimmer that needs new blades and I keep forgetting to change them. My bad. Just get the fluffy bits away. Right, so we need 6 of these. 1, 2. I will trim off the fluffy bits, don't worry. 3. I've got 2 trimmers, you see. 4. And one's always got sharper blades than the other. And I always mean to say to myself, double check which one it is before you start your demo. And then I never do, because I keep forgetting. Oh dear, some people use a nail file. I'm just going to use my big scissors. It's just to take off the fluff. And of course my fan is now blowing it all over the desk. Sometimes you can run your nail down it to get rid of the little fluffy bits as well. This tends to happen more when you've got paper that's made up of a lot of fibrous bits, which is your thicker, deeper colours usually. Da, 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 da. Oh, why do I always sing when I'm concentrating? I can't even sing, I can't hum. Don't even think I can whistle properly. Right, one more wispy one to de-wisp, if that's even a word. Right. Luckily, we ain't hoovered today, so that's fine. Right, okay, so last card. Write a note to yourself on your pad. Right now, okay, thank you. I do, need to write a note. Thanks, Kirsty. You know me well, lovely. I wouldn't be me without singing. Oh, bless. Right. Check. Bleeds. There we go. Right, I'm going to pop that over on my clear table and then it doesn't go amiss. Right, so first things first, we're going to layer up these. So remember, top, middle and bottom. It's just like doing a little jigsaw puzzle, but it's worthwhile keeping them in order, because if you're not in the mood for trying to sort it out, then you're just going to annoy yourself. Right, so first one. So we do need to take our time, because like I say, we want to make sure we are popping them on in the right order. So there's one, and the red does make it pop. Good colour choices, guys. Oh, I love it. The key is you can use any colour that you've used in your actual stamping. I think the red makes this pop because the red's the least colour on the actual card fronts. Oops, see, I dropped that, so I need to make sure, yep, what way it's going on. Butterfingers me. Oh, there I go again. Sing, sing, sing. Right. I'm not even singing a particular song, I'm just making a noise. I was just making a noise. Yes, this will be available on replay. All the tutorials are, and there's so much. Just you really should go through and have a wee nosy at all the past events. There's some amazing, well, they're all amazing, all the demos. Oh, that one's slightly squint. There we go. And they're there forever. So, yep, find time to get your craft on this weekend or today. There we go. Come on, off you get. Must have missed that wee bit. There we go. So we're going to pop that on the card front. Oh, why is that sticking? I must have glue on there. See, that's nice. Right, I'm just going to quickly finish my cup of coffee. Oh my goodness, that is freezing. Yuck. Right, so again, we're just playing around with the placement. See, that's a bit of a better size for popping these on. I mean, it doesn't need to be precise, so don't beat yourself up if you're not getting it exactly in the middle. Right, so I'm going to go with this side sticking down first, because this side I need to shift over ever so slightly. Now you can pop these on foam pads if you like. I'm just going to keep them flush because it will save on postage costs. Guys, I've got a huge box of Christmas cards from last year. I didn't even send any Christmas cards last year. Can you believe it? A card maker who didn't send any Christmas cards. I think I was past it by that point. I think that's straight enough, would you think? Oh, thank you for the inspiration. Oh, there's lots in here. It's what makes it such a fun place to be. Right, now for this one. It's sometimes hard to line them up when it's away from your body. Right, hang on. Right, there we go. Okay, so slightly bigger gap at this side, but that's all right. I am not worried about that. Carol said neither did I. Oh, goodness. There we go. Okay, so we have, let me just get rid of all the fluff. So we have a top image at the top left, image at the bottom left, a little, what would you call this? It's not a jigsaw, it's little collage. Yes, we are. And this one is, oh goodness, my brain's not working. It's like a collage as well. Right, now to stamp some sentiments. So I have this bit of red here. So what I'll do is I'll stamp on white and then we will matte and layer the sentiment onto this red for all of these 4 cards. So I need the stamp set again. Where is it? So there is, not everybody celebrates Christmas, of course. They would celebrate the season of winter, so we do have the season's greetings option there. Christmas wishes from our home to yours, to friends near and far, peace and joy. I've not actually used the joy yet. I have used peace, but that's quite nice. So, oh, you're so kind. You're all so kind. So I will go for Christmas wishes though. Okay. So, let's get some white. Now, I've got a little bucket here, a little tub that I have lots of offcuts of white, so let's grab some of those out. If you wanted, you can matte them up in black as well, because remember, we've got some black stamped images there as well. Right. Now, if I am layering it up on red, I am going to go with Shaded Spruce for the sentiment, which will be nice. Right, so Christmas wishes. So I want 4 of these. There's one. Oops. Nice chunky font. Beautiful. And I'll show you what you can do as well. One of them we will cut into 2 words, and then we can split them up on the card a little, which is another little option. And of course you can emboss or whatever you like. There's so much that you can do with your stamps. You can even add clear embossing powder over your coloured ink, but you need to be quick before the ink dries, because these are water-based inks. They do dry quick, so you don't get any smudging, you see. So if you want to put clear emboss over there, you need to be quicker. Hence why I don't do it too much, because then I just stress myself out. It is easy enough though, guys. It's easy enough. Right, so let's get this ink away. Now, I'm not going to add any, what do you call it, any ribbon or anything, because I think the stamped images are pretty enough. I might add some gems though, because I did put gems on the other cards and they turned out really pretty. Okay, and then this one's a good size already. Right, so let's layer up 2 of these on red, and all I'm going to do is stick them on and then eyeball it with my scissors. Can you see how festive this is looking from a big mess? Well, it wasn't a big mess, but it was just a big array of stamped images, and look at all the different effects you can get. And honestly, even if you think it doesn't look great, still cut it up, make some cards, and you will be amazed at what you can do. Right, give them a wee second to dry. Right, so just going to trim these up. Da, 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 da. Boop. Dee, dee, dee. Okay, so there's 2 there. These ones I want to cut up into 2 separate words. Right, let me use my big scissors. More likely to be a bit quicker. And this is just a little option. Sometimes you might not want the full sentiment. For instance, this that says Christmas, you could add this on a wee tag or something. Oh, thank you, Suzanne, you're so kind. Chop, chop, chop. Oh, I will be live in my own group Saturday morning. I have forgot to set up an event, but I will do that. Morning. I'm just doing a wee live, honey. I'm nearly finished. Okay then. Right, so let's layer these up as well. Now, you could pop these up on their own, or you can layer them up. Let's do 2 different ways. So these ones will go on by themselves. These ones I will layer up. Right, okay. So, and then we'll be almost done. If you've got punches, you can, for instance, put a feature circle in the middle here or something like that. Right. Come on, Tricia. Okay. And let's chop these. Let me waft it a little bit. Yeah, just be careful if you've got fan on your desk. So these go flying. Right, there's that one. Right, so now I need little small small foam dimensionals. So these are little teeny baby ones. They are adorable. So let me do the kind of more plain card first. So I'm going to flip them over. Oh, no worries. You can watch the rest, or I'll share a photo of the finished projects even. Right. Now when it's a longer sentiment, it does look nicer if you try and cover it all with the foam. Like so. These last forever, these little minis, honestly. I don't know if you remember in another live of mine, it took me ages to actually use up one sheet. Right, okay, so again, poke and pull off the backing. Because even though we have nails, sometimes, you know what it's like, foam backed, with foam. Oh, brilliant! Oh, that would be brilliant if you'd done that later, Carol. Right, so make sure it's opening the right way. Don't make a Smithy error. Now, I think I will pop this over the actual image, like so. Give it a little wiggle. See, that's quite nice. Christmas wishes. Try to see where the camera is. I think it's there. Sorry, I was off the shot there. Brilliant. Right. Now for this one. You can make it an oblong card as well. Is that the right word, oblong? This one, I am just going to pop them down flush. So I'm just going to put that to the end like so. But you could put them anywhere you like. You could put it over the image as well if you want. You can hear my dogs at the door, but they're not getting in because I'm not speaking to them. Because they were naughty digging a big hole in the garden. And it wasn't even the youngster, it was Mama Bear dog. She was caught in the act. Ta-da! Right, now for these two, then I'll show you them all closer up. I like this because it looks like windows, doesn't it? This one I will layer up. And you know what? I think I do need a little bit of twine for that one. And possibly a wee bit twine for this. Look at that though, they're gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Right. So this is the Simply Elegant trim that I've got. And I'm almost out, but that's absolutely fine. We'll need to order some more. So I'm going to put some silver on there. And I'm going to put a little bit silver on here. And then I'll put some silver dots on as well. Red, green, adhesive back pearls. These are really pretty. Wait till I show you quickly. You're saying red. Where's the red? Watch this. Ta-da! So, I really like these ones. They're so shiny. You can see I've used them already. Right, okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some Stampin' Seal to the back of my sentiment and add the ribbon on there. I find it better to easier to do that, especially if your card's not flush. Okay, so this stuff's good because it naturally curls in anyway. Now, I'm not the best at doing these, guys, so bear with. Oh, could hear a noise outside. Right, I'm just going to do that. That's not bad, Tricia. That's not bad. And then this one, it's not as big. It's not big at all, so let me... What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh dear. I'm just going to add it on there. Right, I'll use the other bit to do the bit at the bottom. Here's what I'll do. Now, it looks a mishmash mesh on the back. However, it looks nice there. You just need to manipulate the size of your wee circles, but that's the joy of having the tape on the back. Ta-da! Right, now for some dimensionals on there. Janice just decided to look better with your glasses on. What you like? Oh dear. What are you like? Right, okay, so boom, 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 dun, dun, dun. I was almost tempted to do this in pinks and blues, but I thought, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Right, this one's going to go in the middle. Is it the right way, Tricia, first? Yes. Always check, guys, honestly, because you'll kick yourself. If you did do it the wrong way round, though, all you would need to do is cut and put it on another card. It's easy peasy. Right, this one I am going to put here. Oh, it looks quite nice up there as well, but I think I'll keep everything in this bottom right corner, like so. Right, let's make sure you can see all these cards. Right, now it's time for some bling. So I'm going to put the lids back on this pokey tool bit. And I'm going to use my take your pick side, which has got a little putty in it. And all you do is you pick up your gems. I am just going to pop 3 on. Let me move that over a bit actually. 3 on randomly in a kind of triangle shape. Can you see them? Jackie's saying she's a numpty. Brilliant. You can't see them very well in my camera for some reason, but they're really pretty. This one I think I will do. What will I do with this one? Should I put just 3 little gems up the top? Yeah, let me do that. Like so. These are absolutely beautiful little gems, by the way. Right, let me try and get that up to the camera. Whoa, that's a bit, I went up a bit close there, sorry. Don't get seasick. Ah, that's quite nice. I'll pop that away. And I think I will put red ones on this one. I've not used any of the red yet. So I'm just going to pop them on at random like so. 3 is the magic number. And this one I will use some of the green, which is a really kind of pearlized, or should I? Don't know whether I should. Maybe I'll put them up here. I'll do them coming down the way this time. There we go. Thank you, you're so kind. And the thing is, anybody can make these. Anybody. You've just got to play. Don't be put off because it seems awful busy and all that jazz. Honestly, guys, just try it. 4 cards from 1 sheet of Stampin'. All the different ideas. So there is the first one. And they're really pretty. You can put things inside, of course. But for quickness, I just always do the front. And then people can write on or add something else in them. There's the other one. So I like this effect. I do it often when you cut up your sentiments. There is the panel card. Well, it's like a collage, isn't it? This one's a panel card. I will get my sayings right. I just forget. Oh, thank you, Carol. And thank you, Carol, number 2. Ta-da! So all of that from 1 sheet. This is a total different look again, but it's white embossing onto black. I mean, it's unbelievable what they can do. This one is stamped and die cut out with the dies. So, yeah, I can genuinely say I have crafted my little butt off with this this set. Look at all that. I mean, that's my whole family there in Christmas cards. I will need to fix these ones though that are bibbered up. You can see the inks went on the cello bags, but I'll fix them, no problem. And again, you can cut them in half, and you can get 8 little cards and make your own with little envelopes. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, they'll be up on my YouTube later as well. Thank you. That's awesome. I've had quite a few new visitors to my YouTube channel, which is nice. So yeah, if you haven't got this set yet, honestly, get it. It's amazing. And if I've inspired you to make some Crimble cards today, please do share on the group so everybody else can have a little squiz at what you've been up to. Honestly guys, even sharing one card, you don't know who you're going to inspire. So yeah, definitely share. We all love to see everybody's different styles and stuff. So right, well, thank you so much. I'm going to go off and get a fresh coffee and a little ciggy and think about getting my clothes off. On, sorry, not my clothes off. Getting my jammies off and getting my clothes on. That's what I meant. See, I do need a coffee, guys. Oh, what a wally I am. Okay, lovelies, I will speak to you all later. Don't forget to share your makes. Okay, guys, thanks again.